Overall, I'm happy with my van build. I was and still am on a budget, so I have restrictions. The one advantage of doing a temporary build and doing it yourself is that you see what works and what doesn't. The things that I would do differently. I will eventually have custom cabinets. I'm a little short on storage, so having built-in cabinets designed around my needs, like storage for my vinyl and books, and a pull-out drawer for my printer and record player. I have IKEA cabinets and countertops installed now. The countertops have sharp corners, and I would like to get rounded corners. The lounge area is my favorite part of the van build. This is where I spend a lot of time hanging out. I listen to music while sitting in my beanbag chair. I'll also look at my photo books or watch videos on my iPad. The bed setup is very unique. I did it this way because it was cost effective and not above my skill level. I really want to have a mechanical bed that lifts up to the ceiling and still gives me space beneath the bed in my lounge area with room for my vinyl and books. And maybe have a little more space in the garage. I will probably raise the platform, giving me more area for storage. I haven't spent a summer in the van yet, but I might regret not getting an air conditioner. The cost was just too high because besides the cost of the unit, I would have needed to double my battery power. My Lagoon table is a little too close to the driver's seat and had to be pushed forward because the batteries are taking up the space. These are the things I would do differently. Now for the things that I'm happy with. Having the separating or diverting toilet, in my opinion, is the easiest way to dispose of waste, and it stores away when not in use, which is the majority of the time. I'm happy with the electrical. I should have enough battery power to last me. I have 3 ways of charging my batteries. Driving. I can drive for about an hour and have the batteries charged 15 to 25%. Solar. I have 2 solar panels on the roof that work well. And shore power. I haven't had to plug in yet, but I'm glad it's there. I'm happy with my oven and induction cooktop setup. I like not having these items permanently installed. I will quickly heat up items or maybe cook a little dinner, so having these stored away when not in use frees up counter space. I like having a curtain that separates the living space from the cab. I have the short wheelbase Sprinter, so when I'm living in the van, I put the window coverings up and it extends my living space. The sink and the shower setup, once fully installed, will be efficient. The sink faucet doubles as a shower head. I can shower inside the van with the installed shower floor pan and curtain. Also, when I'm off-grid, I can shower out the side door. I plan on getting a gray water tank where the factory spare tire was, and a water pump and a heater under the sink. I still need to get proper plumbing done. I have a temporary solution of a USB water tap. I plan on having help with the plumbing soon. I like the stand-up fridge. It is small but a good size for one person. The overhead storage that I have now is the perfect size for my clothes, but next time I would get built-in overhead cabinets with more space. Not far down the line, I plan on getting a storage box mounted on the rear door. This will allow me to store items that I don't want stored in the van, such as recovery boards and maybe a grill. I like having the ladder in the rear with the spare tire carrier so I can access the roof rack platform for taking photos. I will also need to get Starlink installed onto the roof. It is already wired, so it should be easy. I also have wiring ready for a diesel heater under the passenger seat. Nights get cold, even in California, so next winter it will be necessary to have proper heating. Now for the big one, the vehicle. I did my research and I looked at Ford Transits, Ram ProMasters, and in the end I decided to go with the Sprinter van. I have been happy with it so far, but it is still new and I haven't had any issues. Maintenance has been low so far. I have to add DEF fluid every 3,000 miles or so, and it goes through a lot of windscreen wiper liquid. These are easy and infrequent maintenance chores, and it will keep the vehicle going for a while. Hopefully diesel fuel will come down in price soon, but I'm not holding my breath. Thanks for coming along with me as I build out this Sprinter van. I've come a long way creating a livable tiny home on wheels. I still have a lot more I want to do with the van conversion, so follow along on this endless journey by hitting that subscribe button.